Hello there everyone, how are you getting on? The ESL Pro League begins just in one day. Let's see what's going on there on the pro scene and discuss the blast matches. Let's get straight to it. First, we will discuss some few reshuffles. As you remember, ENCE recently removed Hades from the lineup. Apparently the sniper is really good, that's why he didn't stay long without a team. He was rented by Finest. Yes, it is far from a tier 1 team, but it has a place in the HLTV's top 30. Kane, Navi's former coach, is back in business again. Now he is the new coach of EC Kiev. Well, good luck to the legend. No one expected that M0NESY would suddenly hold any kind of reshuffles. It only seemed like they started playing and bam! They decided to replace Bemis. They put a guy from the academy instead of him. For the player himself, this was also a huge surprise. I left the main roster of M0NESY. It was very unexpected and sad to hear about this a few days ago when I joined TeamSpeak on the day of training. It was out of the blue because I thought that everything was going well between us lately. We reached the playoffs in Cologne and passed the qualifiers for the RMR, but the team decided to make changes. I respect their choice and wish them only good luck. For now, I'll start streaming and playing FPL more often since I still have a contract with M0NESY. It is in fact a super strange replacement and only a few days before the ESL 2. Well, since we mentioned the HLTV's top already, it was updated last night. Navi and FaZe are still in their places, but Astralis unexpectedly climbed up to the 3rd place. The team has had real difficulties with getting to the RMR and managed to do it only on the 4th attempt, but at the same time, the team occupies the 3rd place in the world ranking. Furthermore, Liquid has got its place in the top 5. OG climbed up to the top 10, and G2 did so too. Well, mildly speaking, it is not quite presentable for such a composition of stars to be out of the top 10. Well, let's talk about the RMR. The last qualifiers passed the other day and there is both good news and bad news. Let's start with the bad news first. Many cool teams will not get to the major. The team formed by JW and Flusha and Apex where Shox plays are out. It turns out Shox will miss the major for the first time in his long career. The Guardian squad also won't make it to the major. Movie Star Riders, Avangar, Nemiga, and a bunch of other cool teams too. But the good news is that Astralis still managed to get to the RMR on the 4th attempt. Flamey's team 1win also managed to do this. For the first time in a long time, we will see the legend of Navi again at the LAN tournament. Well, and the biggest surprise was on Kier and Smooya's team falling out. Chill. Congratulations to the guys! They assembled the team in a very short time and took their slot in an epic final scene. And you know what is the funniest thing here? They immediately got Navi as their opponent in their first match. Smooya vs Simple. This will be a legendary match. It will take place on October 4th. Smooya even wrote about it. Playing against Simple for our opening game at the RMR. Buckle up boy, you're in for a hard match. Oh, and by the way, see you in Malta. Simple replied to this only saying, LOL. Well, this battle will be legendary. Which of the scandalous toxic kings will be stronger? Well, and today, I would like to tell you about the amazing Sell Your Skins site, where you can, as the name implies, sell your skins at a very good price. And most importantly, you'll have a way not to spend a lot of money on withdrawal commissions. And the most important thing is that any payment method is supported, from ordinary cards to cyber cash. So, in general, choose what is more convenient for you. And then the magic just happens. You log into your Steam account, choose the skins that you want to sell, without forgetting to enter my promo code so that the deal is even more profitable by 3%. Then, you withdraw your money and happily buy yourself an ice cream or whatever you'd like, because the process takes a matter of seconds. There's also a referral system. If you bring a friend by your code, you will receive 2% of his sales. So, feel free to visit Sell Your Skins using my link from the pinned comment and quickly go sell the unnecessary junk in your inventory. Thank you for watching the ad, and we're moving on. Well, and here's the news from the owner of Navi, Zero Gravity at last. He recently gave an interview. I think it is necessary to ban all the teams from Russia completely at all competitions. And I see at this rate, that's what's coming. This agenda needs to be pushed further. Does this mean that the organization plans to abandon all Russians in its compositions in the future? Do you think we should expect reshuffles after the major or not? But let's move on to the Blast games. A lot has happened in these days. I wanted to post reviews every day, but it didn't work out time-wise. I'll try to do it during the ESL Pro League. I'll try my best to make match reviews, news, and interviews every day. One of the interesting things about the Blast is that s1mple has returned to Navi again. He brought the team victory and talked about what he did on his vacation. What was it like for me to watch the team's matches online? It was a good experience. I gave the team some advice after the first meetings. I saw a lot of mistakes, pistol rounds, everything. It is interesting. I talked to the players and saw the progress. It was very cool. As for Headtrick, I think he did a good job. The team passed the group from the first place. He did everything necessary and gained a lot of experience. Regarding that thing about the HLTV's top 1, FaZe could not afford to lose in BO1 matches. We, ourselves, were in a similar situation. We won championships, but we were still not on the first line. We need to prove our leadership with results. We will feel like the best in the world when our results get better. What do I think about reshuffles? I think that G2 has made questionable decisions strengthening wise. For me, it's still a 50-50 type of situation. I don't understand these substitutions, but that's their business. The club does whatever it wants. I like the way Vitality got in shape. We had a few practice games with ENCE. Nothing spectacular, as always. I like the way their sniper plays. I wonder what this team will prepare for the next tournament. I like the way he talked about his coaching trials more, with a bright smile on his face. He said that it was a cool experience. It looks like Blade will really have to give way soon. I think everyone would love to see s1mple as a coach. Can you imagine how he will yell at the team during stupid lost rounds? But the main meme of the Blast was, of course, HooXi. In the first match with Vitality on Inferno, he made only 2 frags for the entire map, and everyone immediately remembered what he said in the first G2 interviews that he could not do frags at all, and they would still win. Something didn't work out this time, huh? G2 lost miserably, and the whole internet, commentators, and even the organization itself began to laugh at HooXi. But fortunately, it didn't happen again. HooXi pumped up his aim, gathered his courage, and in the second match against Vitality, they already won, and the captain looked very good. He got as much on Vertigo as Nico. I don't know how to regard this. Is this a compliment to HooXi, or just poking fun at Nico? Anyways, HooXi has got it rough lately. But they still won and managed to get into the fall final. The results of the other meetings are in front of you. M0NESY, by the way, received an MVP medal. No, HLTV will not count it, but in any case, it's a great success. The guy is only 17 years old and he has already become the best in the tournament. Yes, this is without taking s1mple into account, who missed the beginning of the Blast. Anyway, way to go, M0NESY. He is working out his transfer to the fullest. Hunter also spoke about what is happening in the team now. I don't like the way we play now. The team can and should become much stronger. We have shown 20% of our potential. We still need to get used to each other. Together with HooXi and JKS, we had a fresh start. HooXi as a captain is very different from Elixir B or Nexa. We had to start from scratch. We have a lot to do, so I don't think we will win any tournament in the near future. We can become a pain in the ass for many teams. HooXi has a hard time because he makes us do things we haven't done before. Very often he goes to the enemies first. It is not difficult for him to die for us if we perform trade kills. But at this tournament, very often it turned out that he just went out to the opponents and the teammates did not follow. Because of this, he was upset and could not always quickly return to focus. But to be honest, we don't listen to people criticizing him because the squad wants to win as a team. HooXi is our captain who has to do all the dirty work. It can be hard for him and we will try to support him. I like Hunter. He always speaks to the point. No inflated promises or anything. Well, as for HooXi himself, he continues to hype. Guys, I didn't get the MVP Blast. Hello. It's a pity for the captain. He really tried his best. M0NESY even supported him in his telegram. No matter what anyone says, yesterday, HooXi made it solo. It is a very sweet act of support from Iliuka, isn't it? Such a decent guy. He managed to take the MVP from the captain, supported him, and also went to the finals. And people still say it was a wasted 600k. Well, tomorrow, the ESL Pro League will begin. The schedule is on your screens. The next month will be very tough because I plan to analyze all the groups. So I'm definitely not saying goodbye to you for a long time. See you soon!